probably mentioned in one of the videos, the classical RP50cc, the iconic Italian design three-wheeler van. Obviously last year went out of production in December. It was announced by the company Piaggio at Pontedera, and it was in the pipeline for some time. Like other iconic models of the Piaggio, the Vespa PX, which for a bit of time there was a big request for that, the classic Vespa, and all of a sudden HQ decided to pull the plug. Another vehicle, a scooter, which is a Zip, which they used to produce upon the day and are produced in China, which they pulled the plug on. And this is an ever increasing turmoil the company finds itself in. Lack of capacity, know-how of the management, and practically things are just falling to pieces in this firm. It's a multinational, they've got factories all around the world. And honestly, the most biggest mistake they've done so far is probably it's a limited edition, the Vespa 946, which basically looks like a Lambretta, it's more high tech. The usual costs you around about 10,000 euro. This Louis Vuitton version will cost you around about 60,000 euro. It's equivalent of a, good car. And obviously people have been temporarily laid off at work for about 2.5 months now. The entry next week of the part-timers, when the rest of the people have been put in cassa integrazione due to lack of sales. And I have reason to believe this is going to be a very difficult year, 2025. More hideous, no, not hideous, more difficult than last year, than 2024. And the future of this company is not sailing in what they call assured waters. They are into reckless seas and oceans that navigating this company. And the people who are actually in the management, there is part of the small shareholders, they want them out. And even a finance tabloid magazine in Milan had mentioned about this. This management sucks, incapable of pulling a company out of the difficulties, like many other companies of this type are in difficulties. But here we have internal problems, you should say. And the fact is, they don't have no type of new products, no innovation on new products. There's nothing new. They're just pulling out the same old thing, change a little bit, say this is the new whatsoever. If things continue like this, it will be a question of time. This company will go tits up like it nearly did in 2003 and 2004, because it was on the edge, be handed over to the receivers and obviously liquidated, and probably 2,700 people would have lost their job. For the local economy of the Val d'Era, as a big employer for the whole of Toscana, and obviously the made in Italy will suffer the most regarding this type of loss. Only the strongest survive, but seems like these people don't seem how to pull their act together, how to do really their job as managers and employ people who are capable. Because let's face it, they're going downhill and they're going down the toilet. It is a sad event to witness companies, like many Italian companies, that right now disappearing or end up in hands of foreign companies.